Hi everyone, this is Francisco, and I was talking about the bubble generator, and I just thought that is basically what I described earlier in the earlier videos. I described like a magnet going up and down. It was a machine. It's a machine. And basically, as the bubble, the air pocket goes up, it'll generate electricity. And I was thinking it could be in a tube. And so anyway, I thought this idea is like the Faraday flashlight. And the Faraday flashlight, you guys probably seen one around. You guys can always look it up online. But technically, you have a flashlight and there's a magnet within the tube, and you have to constantly go like this, and then that generates just enough battery life to turn on, to be able to use the flashlight. So I was thinking about this idea further, and I was thinking about like a big unit that would technically, raise the bubble, the oxygen, because oxygen floats in water. It will basically make the bubble go up. Once it reaches the top, the flanges will open up, which will then release the air, and the box, which will be the magnet, will drop all the way down to the bottom. So I was thinking, what if my idea was also like, I'm redesigning this basically. So I'm thinking, what if it gets churned with an engine? So once the air bubble reaches the top, technically we can churn it real fast, and then it'll rise back up. It'll churn and it will raise back up. It'll churn, and that process will keep on going forever, therefore generating some electricity. So yeah, so we can make a bunch of those and have them running 24/7, all day long, all day long. So yes, it's pretty much like the Faraday flashlight. And I think that this will minimize the mechanical moving parts that are not necessary. Like, if we can minimize move mechanical parts, then it'll be better for all of us. It'll cost less, a bunch of other stuff. And these things are so simple to manufacture. I don't know why I didn't think about this before, but technically, inside of the tube, there will be water. And the magnet will also have like a container which the magnets will be attached to, and the container will have oxygen. It will just be an air pocket. So imagine these things at any scale. I'm talking about vertical, like something vertical, and then it'll churn, like kind of like on a hand clock on a watch. And basically we'll repeat the sequence, the pattern, over and 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 over again. That pattern, that sequence will be repeated. Therefore, we can make thousands, millions of these things. We won't need any more solar panels. We won't need any more windmills. I mean, it's okay if people have them, obviously. And my idea, it requires a bunch of copper. But at the same time, I can't really make any I don't have anything to back my claims as far as like how much money it would cost to make these things. Because I never built one. And at the same time, I'm thinking that, these things need to be long enough to They need to be long enough so that the air bubble has time to go all the way up for a good distance so it could produce energy. And once it reaches the top, technically we have to flip it. We have to churn it at a 180 degree turn, so that the process can repeat itself. And technically that's all it would do all day long. Brrr. My gas, I'm fueling up in my vehicle right now. The gas pump is on this side, my side. Okay. So it's basically like, getting a bottle and filling it up with water and leaving a little bit of air in there, and then doing it manually, with your hand, just to play around with it. But obviously, we want something that will work, that will be effective. And honestly, it won't require too much electricity to make the device, churn. And I'm hoping, obviously, for the device, the machine to, the generator to produce the energy required for it to churn itself over and over and over, and some to put back into the grid for people to utilize, to power vehicles, cell phones, anything that is electrically powered, anything with the battery or whatever. But that's why I was saying, like, it's all research and development. So just think about the Faraday flashlight and remember how it works. And technically you're thinking about like a street lamp on the streets, right? Imagine that type of distance, that scale of a tube. But honestly, these things can be massive. Like, think about a windmill. Windmills, their wings, the wings they're humongous. The wings are like, the wings are literally like, 30 feet in length. And they're churning with the wind. So technically, what I'm talking about is for it to be hooked somewhere permanently, kind of like a windmill, and instead of it just churning like a windmill does, it will just churn from the axis, the axis that will be connected to the tube. And then once the bubble goes up, this thing can technically turn it around, and then the bubble will be coming back up. And the more air that we have in there, the faster that it will try to go up. And we could even experiment with probably different like gases, or different like substances, gases. Like, I'm thinking about what if we tried it with helium, and then what if we tried another one with oxygen? Which one of the two will rise to the surface of, to the very surface? Which one of the two will win? Or will they be equal to each other? So those are, determining factors, as far as how we build these things. Because if we find something that will be fast and effective, then we can have that thing, go up. It'll churn real fast, and it will just keep on going up. It'll churn. It'll go up. It'll churn. It'll go up. It'll churn. And it'll just repeat that process over day and night, day and night, day and night, day and night. We won't depend on solar, because solar, we can only generate electricity during the day when there's sunlight. Windmills, we can only depend on it when it's windy outside. And then there's there's also the other generators that require fuel and coal and stuff like that. And that's how we used to make trains, go and that's how we powered the trains and stuff like that. So obviously these are things just to think about and to consider. And yeah, like, and even the even the freaking these these generators, oh, what the heck? For some reason, it's asking me to see the cashier. Oh, this is so annoying. But basically 5-digit zip code. Please see cashier. Dang it. For some reason, it's not allowing me to get gas here. Transaction has been canceled. Okay. And the store is... there's no one in there. So now I'm going to reverse and try the next one. So, technically, like there's the like the ones that used to power the trains. They'll put the fuel in there. It'll burn it up. And then there's even the water ones. Yeah, this is not allowing me to get gas here. There's even the water ones. Your transaction has been canceled. Whatever. So, yeah, like, and those basically are, they're limited. They're so limited because, they're so limited because people have to maintain them. It's dangerous work, etc., etc., etc. So anyways, I hope you guys like my idea. I hope that, we can all make this happen and generate enough electricity to power the world and provide each other with better stuff in this world. Like, there's no reason for us to, be living in lack and poverty and stuff like that. So, I hope you all, like this video. And I hope that, that it blesses you and, your families. Because technically, we can probably all live off grid, per se, with this type of technology. So it's beautiful. It's pretty cool. Anyways, I'm going to end this video here. And I need to find a gas station. I'm running out of fuel here. And I need to get home. And I need to get back on the freeway. So I got other more important things I gotta focus on at the moment.